everything started here.
We prefer hell people. It's crazy.
You club one baby seal, you're a baby seal clubber.
Good to go whenever.
You'll never lose the title.
Yeah.
Alright. Rox, are you set up?
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody prepared? It's going to be a lot of fucking improv today because I was less prepared for today than I really wish I could have been.
All good.
Work's been a hellhole, so be prepared for less than last week's preparation. Okay. Rez, let's actually start with you as you are kind of coming out of your trance from your rest that you took in the park. The mists have cleared. You had a run-in with another visage of Zatar, but this one seemed different somehow. It didn't feel as strongly influential in this location. In fact, it crumbled away really quickly, and it left you with a little bit of chilling kind of information. But aside from that, it just kind of went away. By the way, everybody did get a long rest.
Yeah.
Correct.
And you didn't get a better deal on the room.
Mm-hmm. And then one of us wandered off and didn't even use the room that was paid for.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, again,
Oh yeah, I was sick last week,
wasn't
so
gonna need the bed.
I walked
So
away.
let's start, like I said, let's start with Rez. You as you look around, you see that from your bench, you see people are starting to come out into the streets, and they're kind of wandering about, doing their thing. So the city is beginning to wake up. You feel you would easily be able to, ask any of the passerbys for directions to the Silver Tongue and be able to make your way back.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess just ask the closest person. Well, I'll stand up from the bench and then go ask the nearest person.
Hang on. This is going to be fun for me. What language are you asking in?
Oh, right. I have options. Well, I mean, common would be the one to start with. So yeah, speak in common.
Okay. You walk up to a fairly large fellow who, is just wandering down the street, and as you touch his shoulder to try and get his attention, he turns, and it's a half orc. This dude is huge.
Oh, I actually do know orc.
And he kind of looks down at you, and in what languages do you speak? You said.
I speak common, halfling, and orc.
So in Orcish, she actually says, "Excuse me, what can I do?"
I'm looking for directions to the Silver Tongue.
Oh, you just want to head down towards the entrance of the city. It's just down that way. You seem to have wandered inland a bit.
Yeah, we were. Oh god, what were we running from? Anybody remember what we were running from?
I don't think we were
We're really
running from anything.
Yeah.
We were running towards where we believe where the most credible lead said the dragon was.
Right,
I wasn't
right.
even here for the
Okay.
last hour of last sesh, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wandered inland quite a bit from while running from while search. Give me a sec. Words are hard. We've been searching for a dragon. Have you haven't seen any around?
Ah. No, but it sounds like you're heading in the right direction if you're looking for information. Silvertongue's a great place for passing on information. You know what? You look like an honest bloke. Us? I can't tell. Look, elves look so fancy. I'm amazed that you speak Orcish.
Well, you see, I wasn't raised by elves.
I don't care that much, mate. Anyhow, and he'll draw out a crude map heading you back towards the Silver Tongue, and he'll say, head past the large tree.
Back to work.
Make a left at the fish mart, and then it'll say straight down to the silver mouth sign that is the Silver Tongue. Good luck, mate. Not much word of dragons anytime recently, except for, say, some of the stuff around some Colosseum out in the east known. I'm not certain, but it's like the Obsidian Colosseum or something.
Oh, we actually just came from there. That doesn't exist anymore.
Like jokes. Have a nice night, mate. Day. I can never tell these times. And he'll wander off.
Well, I'll go ahead and start following his directions back to the Silver Tongue.
All right, and as Rez is heading back to the Silver Tongue, you three wake up in the Silver Tongue inn, and you find that you have slept well. You've rested very well. The beds are comfortable. The room is fairly well set, and you each had your own individual beds, as though that one bed being empty has really gotten on you guys' nerves.
It pisses me off because I paid for the fucking room.
Annoying because
I
now we're gonna
told
have to go
you, no.
find this person.
Yeah. So Leon will get out of bed and be like, do we get breakfast or do we just hit the road?
Yeah. I could eat.
Shara, you wake up in this nice room. You notice that you've kind of just been meandering through with this. You haven't really noticed the travel as you have woken up. But you're feeling less hungry than usual. This place feels as though you could kind of settle down here for a little bit and be well rested in this area and not feel like you're threatening the lives of others. You feel a little bit more sociable today.
What happened to the
Interesting.
lizard people? Where are
Oh,
they?
the lizard. Go ahead.
You
Go
finally
play.
decide to wake up? Since we got to the edge of the
hell is
city, you've been
going
in
on?
a stupor. We're in
What is
thorns.
going on?
nothing has really changed, but we feel like we're on the right track, if that makes sense.
Okay,
We got-
where's the dragon?
TBA.
Great, you guys
Well,
can't do anything
we
when I'm
have-
out of commission.
We have a few leads. It's entirely possible, given the makeup of the city, that it's retaken its kobold form and is hiding among the populace.
Great. Faye.
We've already started setting out some feelers for information, but it's a big city.
Wait, where's the elf one?
You tell me.
Wandered off last night, apparently. Never came to
I
bed.
paid for this motherfucker's bed and just ungratefully doesn't even stay.
Okay.
You all have made your way down to the breakfast area, which your meal was included with the room.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a bed and breakfast.
You'll see me. I'll be eating whatever's just particularly on the menu, and you'll just hear me muttering, "That motherfucker in this room. I paid for it. He said he didn't fucking need it, but I figured it." Just mumbling to myself, just while I'm eating.
And
Okay,
so
you're always here, so
your meal is bristle boar bacon with harpy eggs.
More harpies.
That's great.
Are these ones at least cooked?
Yes, they're cooked. But as you're eating these, you think about the harpy eggs in your bag.
alright, I guess we wait for the elf to come back. Maybe she found some information somewhere.
That would be the only saving grace at this point.
It is at this point that Red does, in fact, start wandering in through the indoors.
Hold on. Is my back to them, or or do I see the door?
Roll perception.
Okay.
And Rez, if you want, go ahead and roll for stealth. Because comedy gold.
Oh
24.
fuck! I got a 14.
24.
You have no idea.
God damn it! Be like,
So
all right.
yes, you're absolutely talking smack right now, man.
Oh, that's fine. Like, this motherfucker shows up anytime soon, so help me God. Better have some information as you see me pointing to Macdara talking to them.
Macdara's
What are you
like
talking?
looking at you, looks behind you, looks back at you.
Can I
He's behind
insight
me,
to
isn't
see
he?
if can I insight to see if I can see Rez?
You can both actually both of you guys need to be the 24 in order to see Rez and it's perception.
Let's see.
Damn.
I will need to crit. I do not.
Yeah, I've got a +8 in stealth.
I had a +6 in perception, but I rolled an 8.
I got a +7.
Which is cooked. Oh, excuse me.
I can never see anything.
So yeah,
with perception.
none of you actually see Rez as she's walking up. You all kind of are sitting there somewhat agreeing with LaOne as has the hang on. I gotta pull a cool thing up.
Player information. How much was the room? I can't remember.
Was
30?
Or how much was it per bed, I
No.
guess?
I think it was 2 gold per bed. Right?
Okay.
no, it was more than that. It was actually pretty expensive for I think
No, it was 50. I think I paid 50 gold, right? Or was
It,
it
it
100?
was it was 5 gold per night per person,
Okay.
Yeah.
but they cut you a deal for 10 gold for 2 nights.
Yeah.
Which you tried to swindle
tried,
them
yeah.
down and then got absolutely back down.
I ego chowed the wrong motherfucker.
You did.
I wouldn't be a slave owner if I was an ex-slave owner if I didn't try to swindle people though.
Yeah.
You can give me this room for the night and also become my servant for life. We call that the British Gambit.
But it was because of your overconfidence in that fact. When this dude absolutely shrugged you and said, "No, listen here, this be my inn," you were like, "Oh no."
Alright, my bad. My apologies. The fact he kept the price the same was great though. Could have increased it.
Oh. Do-do-do-do.
So, I stand there, kind of listening to what all they're saying. And how much gold do I have? Oh, yeah, I've got enough. I'm gonna toss 10 gold down onto the table. That'll be my sign to show them that I'm there.
I'm standing right there.
Holy shit, it's raining gold.
Oh, dude, where did that? Like,
Where did
this
that come from?
motherfucker doesn't 10 gold. As I look behind me, I'm like, you're forgiven. And I will pocket the 10 gold.
Are you sure you're not a devotee to the god of debts?
I'm sure.
With that, Rez, please remove 10 gold from your pocket, and Lawan add the 10. Okay.
Already need.
Hang on, I am pressing the start session button, even though we don't have a map of thorns.
That's fine.
Yeah. Convenient place to see the rolls anyway.
Yeah.
No wonder the character sheet likes to bug out.
Slap a table down into the void.
Oh, excuse
Okay. So, what you have thus far discerned of this location, that is this huge city that you are all in, Thorns, is that one, it is very calm in this place. The people are very friendly and very able to, converse with. However, it is all. I love your tortilla blanket. I will say it every time I see it.
It literally never leaves my chair.
But they seem approachable, but they also feel like they're a sturdy people. These people don't feel like they're gonna just lay down and take it, whatever you guys seem to be going after. It's like this is the big league area. Whereas you've been dealing with mostly townies in most of the places that you've been, this is a huge contrast.
Most people here could probably read.
So,
Sorry, I was yawning.
Well, nice of you to show back up after you wandered off in the night.
How was that experience? Because I couldn't see anything out the door.
yeah, even with low light or dark vision, the night in this world is pitch black.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got a little misty.
There was mist.
Or foggy? Was it mist or fog? What's the
That's
difference?
your interpretation at this point.
Yeah, it got a little foggy.
I'll look at Shara and I'd be like, "Did you see anything that they're describing?" As I know, me and Shara have the better vision.
The difference between mist and fog it depends on the density of the water molecules and how much it obscures the area.
I just woke up. I don't
Okay.
remember anything.
That was
Well,
a
share
very
of no
good
help.
question. I had to find out the answer.
Macdar, you had some pleasant conversation with the lizard folk
Yeah.
in the cafeteria area that the night before. You do see that they are still sitting back in their corner, after their long night. They don't seem to be having ale like they were the night before. They seem to be having breakfast foods as well. But one of them raises their mug to you, kind of as they see you sitting there, kind of cheersing towards you.
I like raise a piece of bacon to them and take a bite.
There you go.
Well, if you all are settled, we do have a couple leads we could track down today. Quite namely, there seems to be some kind of shrine district, maybe. And I recognized one of the names. Saphir. One of the old ones.
Oh, great.
Might be a good place to start.
Do you think the dragon might possibly be there as well, acting as a liaison of some sort?
If he wants to be hidden, he won't be there. Otherwise, well, if he is there, raises more questions. After all, it is the most obvious place for him to be.
Sometimes hidden in plain sight works enough.
Speaking of dragon, I saw another visage in the mist.
Visage?
Oh, great.
What did he want this time?
I may need some DM help for that. I can't remember.
So the visage of Zatar seemed, first of all, younger than previous encounters.
Even younger than the library one?
No,
Okay.
But we
but
don't know.
but instead of being threateningly foreboding, was more just mysteriously helpful. Kind of letting you know that time is kind of ripping apart itself.
And what did he say?
I don't remember everything that I said, is unfortunately
That's fine.
part of it.
That's fine.
Bits and pieces?
Not much of a talking folk, are they?
Apparently not.
So I guess we'll never figure out what that visage was. All right, I guess we're off to the library or wherever you wanted. Said we had a lead.
Wow.
There are a few locations in Thorns that are labeled as a library.
What he meant was the follow the sign towards the
Yeah, that's what I
the
meant.
Shrine of
I
Saphir.
Yeah,
The
I couldn't
shrine is-
remember. Yeah, I didn't know if it was a shrine or like a library of some sort of. And you just.
I'm assuming it's some kind of shrine.
Yeah, I was just. Okay.
It is a temple shrine, specifically.
Okay.
There are a lot of religious locations. I actually do remember. You were looking through the different religious signs. We're in a bunch of different languages. but specifically, in Draconic was one that uh, Magdara actually specifically recognized as Severe.
Yeah.
That's more
It
so what
said,
I meant.
yeah, it said the Temple of Severe.
Can I do like a quick religion check to see what I know about Saphir?
Saphir is. I'm just going to give this to you because it relates to your background specifically. Saphir is one of the great dragons. Along with the dragon turtle, this dragon is seen to be a brilliant sapphire blue.
Yeah.
They are one of the eldest known dragons in this world. However, they haven't been seen for the last like 600 years,
Yeah, as is normal.
as is normal. But from what you do know, Saphir apparently settled down in that time and built something. You can't quite recall the specific tale of what it was they built, but they built something.
So do I remember anything of like the customs of the worship of Saphir?
Uh, you remember what you remember. Uh, the Dragon Turtle and Saphir were actually two that were fairly close to one another and were working on world peace.
Okay. So Makdar would view this as not necessarily walking into an enemy or like an unknown, but like
Yeah.
almost a strange sense of like familiarity and ease.
Yes, familiarity and ease. That is exactly it.
All right. Well, last we heard about Saphir before, I don't know, it's been 600 years since I've seen them last. They were working on some great project. Don't know what ever became of it. But I do know that last I heard, Eliath and Saphir were on reasonably good terms for two ancient dragons. So we should have a easy enough time with them, as long as no one does anything stupid.
Do you look at anyone in particular?
I look at all of you equally.
Okay.
Now you know Saphir's in this town?
Not Saphir themselves, but there is some temple, shrine, a place of worship to them. And if we can find followers, we may find assistance.
Well, we got nothing else to go on. Unless Rez found anything out.
One more time. Unless one is what?
Found anything
out
else.
anything.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Not more than what I've said already.
All right.
Huh?
Aside from not remembering.
Yeah.
You guys look down at your plates with all of the food and that you've been consuming, and you feel well fed. You feel like this food actually has enhanced your stamina and your ability to go some places. And I need you all that have eaten, as excludes you, Rez, as you weren't there when they were getting breakfast, to put a temporary +5 to your hit points.
Oh yeah.
You want to do is that a max HP increase or a just temp hit points on top?
That's 10 hit points.
Okay.
was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they said temp.
Well, I don't know if it meant temp as in just like temporary, like max
Oh,
increase, or
gotcha,
the actual temp HP system. Yeah. Just want to make sure we're doing it right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're all finished. I'll kind of motion to outside back towards where I saw that sign, and start trying to find this place.
You head out, and as you're heading back into the city, you see the signs that are leading you in the direction of the temple. The cities are starting to get bustle. The city streets are starting to get bustling again. People are moving. They have places to be and things to do. Anyone want to do any kind of like perception to see what kind of stuff you're seeing as you're walking?
Yes, I was going to.
Okay.
All right, I got a 19.
Yeah, I will. Also,
Glorious.
that's
And-
20.
Oh, was that a nat?
No,
No.
Oh,
I got a
okay.
+7 on perception.
You're good.
So you see a few interesting things as you're going about. Shar, you are paying attention to trying to get to your next location. um, you feel more sociable, and it feels weird.
People keep greeting you, and you have the strange urge to greet them back, and it's distracting.
That. But interestingly enough, you see that these people are fairly well kept, well dressed. You see a few adventurer types wandering through, but aside from that, it's mostly just these are city people. They live here, they exist here, they fairly well persist here.
Do we see like any sort of police force, and if so, how like how much? What's their artillery like, if that makes sense?
Much like what I said when you guys entered, yes, you do see
Okay.
a physical, enforcement system. Different races, but they're in uniform. They are in a uniform. It's not It's not like mail or big arm. It's a uniform.
What exactly does this uniform look like?
So they've got a chest plate with a dragon emblem on it.
Okay.
They have very specifically what seems to be some sort of a blue scale pad on each shoulder, and they are wearing black chainmail type pants.
Okay. Is this dragon symbol of a like religious variety, or is it more so a symbol of the town?
Insight.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you do that, Macdara, because you
I put now that I'm like actually like examining them, like, okay.
I got a 21.
So, from what you understand about what Macdara has told you and what you're looking around at, you're noticing that not just on the officers is this symbol, but it's kind of strewn about is the symbol of this dragon. And you're starting to kind of connect the dots of Zephyr was building something.
Okay. So, after what you have explained, I will turn to Macdara and I will say, I think I'm kind of understanding what is it Zephyr? Like
Zephyr.
Like
Zephyr?
Sapphire said wrong.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I think we're walking in what Zephyr was trying to build as his project.
trying to or successfully did?
See,
It was 600
No.
years ago last time I heard anything.
exactly. So we don't know if this is a half-finished Leon wouldn't decipher if this is a half-finished project, as since it's an old god. I don't know what they're capable of. To my opinion, they could be capable of a lot more. So that's why I don't know if it's complete or incomplete. Is how Leon takes it.
Fair enough.
And I will also, I'm also whispering this to you as we're walking. So I will say there's a lot of dragon symbols on the guards and everywhere around the city. And I think this is what he was trying to do.
As you're walking down the street, in the general direction,
Bathroom break? Okay.
real clock. Anyways, as you're walking down the street, you notice that the buildings are getting more and more elaborate, up to and including as you're wandering down, you see a large glass pane window that has like armor sets behind it.
Does this glass pane have like any design on it, or is it just strictly like
Up in
see-through?
Up in the top right corner of each pane of glass on these windows, you see that dragon symbol again.
All right.
However, the dragon symbol doesn't seem to be etched into the glass. It seems to be what we in modern day would say lasered in, but it's actually like it's like it's enchanted there.
Okay, so it's to say it's of a magical variety, so to speak.
Yeah, magically crafted at the very least.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I just couldn't think of it.
Magically crafted.
All right. Well, and I'll whisper to Makdara as well. I'll be like, even the glass panes have them. I think we're gonna get a lot of answers here. Whether good or
I think we're going to get a lot of questions.
I think due to our travel, we will always get more questions. So let's take the little wins when we can.
You are getting closer to the Temple of Zephyr, and as you're getting closer, you notice more of the dragon symbolism. You'll see statues kind of lining the streets with these dragons kind of just looking down at the actual street itself. But nobody seems like they feel threatened by any of this. Nobody seems like anything's wrong. In fact, the temple itself, as you're approaching, you notice has people going in and out.
Am I getting any strange looks being a dragonborn in the what's shaping up to be a dragon-based city?
Not particularly, actually.
Interesting.
In fact, specifically, as you're walking through, you notice that you look similar. You, in your form, look similar to a lot of the people that are coming in and out, as there are a lot of lizard folk and, people of what most races would consider less desirable races.
Yeah.
But they all seem to be kind of in harmony with one another as they're wandering. They're not giving you any kind of side eye.
Are they giving us side eye, the non-dragon folk?
No.
All right, pretty accepting. Good. Oh yeah.
Well,
This is like walking up to the Black Church.
Okay.
yeah.
You're a bunch of white dudes with a one black dude walking up to the Black Church. They don't give you any kind of problems.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It made complete sense when you put it that way. Because I know
It would
you're
be weirder if you all weren't with me.
Yeah. If we just came by ourselves.
Yeah.
Just 3 elves walking into a dragon lair, essentially, and we're just like, "Hi,
Yeah.
how are you?"
But no, they do seem fairly friendly. They're getting you in. As you are walking towards the actual temple entrance, I need you all to make a perception check real quick.
Yes. All right, you know what? Fuck it. God damn.
Ooh, ooh, ooh!
Yeah.
Oh, Rez, that plus
I still
six.
can't see anything.
Let me I'll be the guide. Let me twist here. I'm gonna twist. I'm just gonna stop rolling perception.
Okay, Rez,
I don't want to hear it. I got that one.
I got a 2.
in this current moment, but
That's the point of using
I talk like this now.
please take into account what your role was. Voice changes get a pitch
Yeah.
unexpectedly.
That's
So
why I talk like this now.
that does not take effect yet.
Okay. All right.
Just remember that it's there.
Mhm.
But as you are walking up towards the entrance of this temple, you notice above the top of the temple there is a Rez. You specifically notice that there is an image that depicts 5 dragons. And in the center of the dragons, they're very distinctly 5 different dragons. One of them seems to be rising from the sea. One of them has like a skull as a visage of their actual. One of them like the differences in them are very stark. One of them has like branches for horns.
Don't go fast. Hold on. What was the first dragon doing?
So the first dragon that you notice is rising from the sea. It seems to have a large shell about it. You would recognize this as as Goliath or the turtle dragon. You see one that is depicted as having the actual skull of its face is there instead of an actual dragon's head. It is a skull, and this is more of an interpretation of what this dragon would be more than what it actually. But you recognize that as what might have been the obsidian dragon, or the fuck did I call it?
Aramis.
Aramis. In the center of this piece, you see a dragon with gleaming eyes. It's carved into the stone, so you can't really tell what it would be, other than this dragon is very clearly depicted as what you guys would recognize as any dragon, but it seems as though the lines on it depict age and ancientness. The there is a dragon that instead of having horns, it seems to be adorned with branches. And then the final dragon, the 5th dragon, seems to be. Are you done writing your stuff down?
Yeah.
The 5th and final dragon seems to be looking at an hourglass. And this is an image that is above the entryway to the Temple of Zephyr.
So there's the one rising from the sea, the
Hourglass.
skull, branches, hourglass, and then one showing aging.
It seems as though the one in the center has less defining characteristics as a dragon would go, though the lines on its face show aging. It shows that this dragon feels just as ancient as the other dragons around it, though its defining features seem skewed.
Okay. I think I know who it is.
Definitely.
All right, cool. I've got all. Well, I've got enough for me to remember.
All right. Are you all prepared to walk into the temple?
Does it start now?
Camera's here. There.
Is what I want to know. Does it start now?
Does what start now?
My pitch change for my character.
Not yet.
Okay.
Cool.
I know exactly where this is gonna go. I love it already.
You walk into the temple, and you notice that people that are walking into the temple in front of you stop by a pool of water and use their hands to cup the water and take a drink as they are entering this temple. They walk towards the front and go towards whatever seating that they are going to do their worship prayers.
Well, monkey see, monkey do.
But we're not worshiping.
Macdara will just kind of file into the line and take his drink. Not necessarily
I'll follow behind
understanding
Macdara.
why it's done, but knowing that this is just what you do.
As you step forward and you take a drink of the water, Macdara, you also remember this kind of process being a way to receive a blessing from one of the dragons.
Yeah.
And you feel as though any persuasion or intimidation checks would be at an advantage.
Okay.
Is anybody else gonna do that?
Oh yeah, I was tried to say at least. I'm following behind Macdara.
Rez, you also feel as though that your speaking abilities are, amplified, and your persuasion and intimidation would be at advantage.
I'll look at Shara to see what Shara's doing.
I'm gonna splash my face with the water just to wake up a little bit.
Splashing your face with the water, you actually feel as though your sight feels clear, like you can see people for what they truly are, and your insight checks will be at advantage.
They're already at advantage.
Double that.
So you never fail.
That's not true. It
I
just means when she fails spectacularly.
I guess I'll go up there, and then I'll grab a little cup and take a sip.
You feel like your speech is better. You also get a advantage to persuasion and intimidation.
Oh yeah.
Are people like seeming to like sit down because like it's time for like the morning worship basically?
That is what it's seeming to be. They seem to be waiting for whomever the speaker is to come out.
I'll just kind of silently filter into like what's the seating? Is like pews or
They're pews. It's like a church. Like I said, big black church.
yeah. So I'll find. I want to, if I can, I want to try to sit like close to the center aisle, so maybe a speaker would be more likely to notice me.
Okay.
Like I want to be not trying to be loud, but like I want to be conspicuous and a little bit. So
Noted.
someone looking over the crowd would be like, I remember this person in the crowd.
As you file in, you notice that you're not the last people to get here. You actually ended up getting here as far as the mass seems to be concerned. People notice that you are new. A few of the people that you are sitting next to kind of nudge at you and try and ask who you are, but it doesn't seem to be in a language you understand, Magdara.
Hmm. I'll just mutter a word, like a short phrase in Draconic, and translates like we may not understand each other, but we are all kin and still the same.
And your tone seems to imply to them that you're safe people to be here. However, they don't understand you, so they kind of nod their head and go back to their personalized worship as they wait for the speaker.
I'll pull out the turtle shell necklace and kind of flip it over in my hand because it's been a long time since Makdar has had been to a proper worship.
As you all feel like you've settled in and people have stopped filing into the temple, it gets eerily silent for a moment as a man, a human man, which is very rare, walks up to the podium. He looks to the crowd and starts in Draconic saying, "Welcome." Then he switches to Elvish, "Welcome," and Orcish. And he goes through the different languages and then settles on Common. And has an elf next to him cast cast a spell which you all actually specifically Char, you recognize the spell as this one you use fairly frequently, as comprehend language is cast en masse to the crowd.
Okay.
And the speaker begins. "Welcome, all of you, to Zephyr's Mass. May the waters of Eliath flow through our blood, and may Zephyr continue to build our lives. Time is slipping, as has been prophesied. We have many new guests today. If there are those that would seek to be blessed by Zephyr, please stand and come forward." And you'll notice as a few people will rise and start kind of filing in towards the front.
Makdar will join.
And as they are coming towards the front, they will receive what seems to be a whispered blessing of some sort. But specifically, Mektor, as you approach the front, make a perception check.
I'm also gonna be following behind, just like with the.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, 22. I rolled good on the one that's probably really going to matter.
Not to
As you-
interrupt. Go ahead. Never mind.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Do I have a chance to go pee real quick? Like, am I going to
Yeah,
be
go
able to... Okay.
But as you are approaching the speaker, you notice that his eyes are a gleaming blue, like brilliantly blue eyes. And he will bow his head to you and say, "Welcome to our temple," which you understand clearly, even though it is not the language.
Yeah.
Welcome to our temple, brother. And he will place his hand on you, and you feel as though any curses that would be don't seem to be happening.
Unfortunately, Magdara's curse is technically a blessing.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like the main guy who is speaking.
Yeah, but also you will notice that as he's doing this, he kind of his eyebrow he kind of changes his perspective while looking at you, and kind of shakes his head to kind of shake it away as he, finishes his blessing and sends you back to the seat to continue on to the next person.
But before I turn to go, I'll in hushed tones whisper to him, Eliath calls on Saphir. And then return to my seat.
He seems to have been shaken by that slightly.
Yeah. It's he knows I'm here now, but it's neither the time nor the place to go further.
Yeah, exactly.
It's exactly what Magdara wanted.
Rez, as you step up to the because you said you followed suit with the people, as you step up to receive your blessing, you feel as though your ability to kind of fade into the shadows is just improved for the now. Your ability to get out of sight, out of mind, as you do tend to do, has just gotten slightly better. So you will be extra sneaky in the next section.
So was that did you say advantage on stealth?
That's pretty much what I said, yes.
Okay.
But in reality, it's just a +2 bonus to it. And you also feel as though, for the time being, you can't be cursed, quote unquote.
Wasn't Rosario slightly turning to sand?
Yes. In fact, that has
No, I have removed curse. I have removed curse. I took that off a long time ago.
So just to be clear, that particular curse could not be removed by simple remove curse. I thought I had made that clear.
Yeah,
No, you
that's one of
even
those-
let it go through.
Whatever, it's gone anyway, so
It's double gone now.
double gone now. But yeah, part and partial with that curse was the reason why you got the vision of Tar in the first place, is because of your attachment to him. Sorry.
He's okay.
It was the immediate effects were subsided. It was still lying dormant.
Mm-hmm. But you, which is part of the reason why the effects did appear to come back. Hang on, I gotta go and wake my partner.
Okay.
So for the new people in the group, the last time I had a character make contact with a religious organization in a church like this, we ended up genociding an island.
All right.
A character, yes. Omar was special.
Yes. Yeah. I have a history of religious characters getting to a place of close enough to their worship resulting in genocide. And also a very poorly thought out heist plan.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
We were
Okay.
conspiring against you as you were gone.
Of course, you have to. I'm the DM.
One of us.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Indeed.
So, the mass continues, and they it seems to be dedicated towards, the understanding of things that are going on in the world, right? Loss of the gods. It's a pretty standard mass as far as what you would consider to be church oriented. There is talk of the beginning of time when the five dragons created the world, but that's more of a passage in the book. Which, by the way, he is reading directly from a book. You also notice that in the pews there are little pamphlets of the sermon, which, as you have all had comprehend language cast on you, literally just down.
Leon will look down and read it.
All right, hang on. I'm just gonna write it out.
Link's 500-page text document. The entire Bible of Saphir.
It's not it. The pamphlet in front of you is just a rundown of the basics of what is happening today with the service. There is the the opening intro, which you guys got through, the welcome to the newcomers of church or temple, the underlying kind of tone of what all is going to be discussed. The one of the topics being the rise and end of time, which is related to your guys' quest, and discussion of a hero who shall return to the sea. Goliath is a topic, but not, a direct subject that is discussed through the service. But as the service is going on, people made their prayer. The discussion has been very much about, this is about the creation and end of time kind of service. But at the end of this of the sermon, the preacher kind of raises his hands to everyone and says, "Is there any requests or prayers to be lifted to the great five dragons?"
Leon has nothing to say.
I don't think Bakhtar has anything that he'd want publicly shared like that.
It is at this time, as he has looked over the crowd, and some people have raised their hands, claws, whatever, to speak out their specific requests of the dragons. That he says, then let us bow our heads in worship and take a moment to acknowledge the five creators. And in this moment of silence, all of you feel a warmth kind of radiating from the entire crowd that feels very calm and very serene. And it feels as though this might be the core of where that calming energy that you felt as you walked into Thorns is coming.
Okay.
As though this particular worship and service is maybe holding up something that might not be here otherwise. It is at this point the speaker says, now go in peace to live your lives in a way that is conducive to continuation. And everyone starts getting up and starting to file out. The speaker stands and watches as people file out and notices that you four do seem to be just kind of lingering.
Yeah.
As more people have, left the building, he will approach you. You all seem very new and very much out of place. Welcome to the temple.
Well, it's certainly been a while.
Hmm?
Well, it's certainly been a while, to say the least.
You, the turtle shell necklace, you seem very familiar.
Well, I like kind of.
But not in a way that I know you kind of familiar. It's awkward.
I'll kind of like look over at the book he was reading from, and be like, there's probably a couple stories in there about me.
Oh, if that is true, I welcome you to the temple. He stops for a moment before continuing his statement, as he seems to have something to say, but it actually gets cut off as he kind of looks behind him towards the door that he came out of to, come to address everyone. Back. Please excuse me, I have someone to attend to. And he turns and goes through the door and closes it quite quickly.
Is it open enough to possibly see anything at all for a
It is
quick second?
closed.
Okay. That was a bit strange.
When the master calls, you must heed the word.
All right.
Macdara, in your mind, you hear Elias's voice, which you recognize very clearly. You are here.
I am here. I would respond in my head.
You hear it again. We are here.
How many remain?
All remain.
All willing?
All but one.
Orders.
Patience. You all if you all are paying enough attention to Makdara at all, you notice that he kind of goes into a slight trance-like state.
Yeah, my eyes, like if you look at my eyes, it's like their glass balls filled with steam.
I'm more so focused on the door, waiting to see if anything's coming out or what's going on.
As you guys are, patiently somehow waiting for the speaker to come back out, the door opens back up. And as the door is opening up, Makdara seems to come out of his trance-like state. And 5 people will walk out, including the speaker. But there's something different about these people, something very specifically awkward or different or off about these people. A lizard folk man comes out wearing a large turtle shell back. A man that you can't quite discern his race, wearing a helmet that seems to depict a skull.
I'm gonna
An
do
elvish.
it. Detect thoughts.
You can't. You cannot detect these thoughts.
Okay.
An elvish-looking man with green eyes and a branched crown going around his head. The speaker himself with bluish eyes, but he is not the one that is to be quite noted as much as the person that he's specifically following, who seems to have blue eyes. And this being seems to again look human in form, but specifically their eyes are. And they all stand before you. The lizard man in the shell just smacked off, reaching in recognition and true, sight.
Yeah, I'll return his greeting.
Makdara, you are still doing my work.
He won't let me do anything else.
As this conversation is happening, all of you very clearly kind of just clicks that these are the big bad.
Leon kind of could see that when they came out as the depiction of the skull helmet. And he's just shivering in his boots right now.
Yeah. As the obsidian, you recognize that whereas the champion of the obsidian person, this man, this being is so much more. And you recognize the energy as that of the dragon they met while at the Obsidian Colosseum.
Am I the only one shivering, or what's Shara look like?
By the way, hey, you remember that thing that just recently happened?
Oh, is this now?
It's now.
Hey, Shara, how are you doing?
I'm fine. What's with your voice?
I don't know. It just happens.
Your balls have retreated inside of yourself.
Something like that.
Okay.
But Eliath addresses all of you. All of you. You have followed my path very clearly.
Hell, you don't exactly make things subtle.
Though you, young miss, and he points to you, Shara,
Yeah.
you are on a path that I do not recognize. I have no idea.
I'm not sure what I'm doing here either.
Nor do I know where you've come from. You have come from a place that is shrouded from me. I do not understand you. This is where the elvish looking one with the branch crown will speak up. Yes, but I recognize her. She's not from these parts. Do you guys have the list of names for the five original dragons? I know we have Alliance, Sphere, fuck, the Obsidian Dragon,
Black Dragon.
Was Aramis one of them?
Yeah. So we have
Aramis.
Eliath the Dragon Turtle, Aramis the Obsidian Dragon, Zahit,
Saphir.
we don't know what's the dragon of, Saphir, we don't know the dragon of, and then the Librarian.
And then the library. So the we have so Zahit is the one that is speaking to you right now.
Yeah.
Zahit is what appears to be very nature oriented somehow.
And I would know him because I was raised by the Fae.
In fact, you feel like you know this being very specific.
Okay.
It's as though this person helped to truly raise you.
Stole me.
When you think back to your memories truly in the Feywild, you remember this face very specifically training you in some of your magics. Most specifically, in your ability to summon.
Yes. Hey, Teach.
It is good to see you again, lass.
Yeah.
And he reaches arms out in kind of an embrace to give you a hug.
I'll go to shake the hand.
He will grasp your hand and pull you in for a hug.
Fine.
Careful, he's a hugger.
And you do. You feel when he embraces you, you feel more of a fatherly figure from this being than your actual father was ever for you.
Yes. Teach, why do you gotta hug all the time? God damn it. Thought we got over this.
And the four elders that you are speaking to kind of look at you with clarity. Lawan, you are specifically drawn to the to Aramis in his humanoid form.
Is there a particular reason? Does this seem like a depiction of like Kosseth to me, or
It does a little bit feel like a depiction of Kosseth. You feel drawn to that kind of energy.
Is it? I assume it's going to be like the same energy I would feel after like a prayer or something.
Mm-hmm. Hi, buddy. Want a hug? I gotta keep doing my D&D stuff.
And then I will look at Aramis and I will say, "What about me?" As I feel like I'm kind of speaking to the god that I know isn't there, but I feel like is still there.
The four I'm going to call them deities at this point. Look at one another and kind of nod their heads in agreement. And Eliath will be the one to speak clearly at this point to say, "We created your gods. We created this world. Saphir created this place to be a safe haven so that we could all convene. Zatar was supposed to be among our council, though he broke with time. He said the weight of continuation was too much, though we have all persisted for nigh as long as he has. Yeah, it's always kind of been that way with him. But, with that being said, and again, this is the names, god damn it.
The heat.
Zahit.
Yeah, Zahid. Zahid seems,
Flamboyant female.
yeah. Zahid, he kind of is like, yeah, he's always kind of been a drama llama. Now, the thing I'm not happy about is the fact that he's been killing my forests and all of my people, and I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them coming around and doing this shit. And it's at this point that Saphir, the eldest of the dragons, this is the part that needs to be noted, and this is it was depicted in that image. I built this place so that he could not come here. You seem to be seeking him in my city, has not arrived. Though I understand your skepticism in these statements. I cannot find him, though my eyes have searched far. It is as though he has retreated out of place.
What if you had something connected to him?
In what way?
I'll motion to Rizarl. His magics have affected this one. Not sure to what degree.
The speaker will kind of look down at himself, down at his own hands as this kind of. Oh. Okay, and they will examine Razar, and though Zatar's magics itself on Razal seem to have faded and gone away, Razal is still carrying an item that is attached. Two items.
Two items. The sword has the symbol too.
Yeah. That are very specifically attached to Zatar and his. So, and Rez, do you want to offer up either of these items as an examination item option?
The dagger.
Okay, please remove one sand.
As he's offering that up, I am hiding away from it.
Absolutely. Please
Hiding
remove the
behind
sand
Teach.
dagger fully from your inventory. It is going away. Yes.
Wait, my sand short sword is gone.
Where's your short sword? No, it's in your backpack.
Keep scrolling down. There's a separate section for just the backpack.
I see. I saw the blank space because of all the effects and assumed that was the bottom of the list.
Yeah. They take the sand dagger that you give to them and take it over towards the altar where they seem to be examining it. Even through your comprehend languages that has been don't understand the words that seem to be coming out of these beings' throats, as it were, as they speak towards one another. They're surrounding this dagger, and a small spiral of sand seems to come up from this dagger, and a small visage of Zatar appears. And before you, they all look down at Zatar. Seems to, though much smaller, seems to be in his what would be considered current form. Zatar, this visage of Zatar holds a sword, a kopesh in each hand, and it is not wearing any kind of true armor, but his body, being made of sand, is his armor. This visage of Zatar seems very hostile in this environment. In fact, the air around you starts to feel as though it's heating up from just the presence of this being. It is at this point, as the air seems to be heating up and sand, this dagger is emanating out, that Eliath, Zahit, Zephyr, and Aramis all kind of put their hands towards this dagger, and it literally kind of collapses in on it and is no more. One of the Zahit turns towards you guys and begins speaking. One of the things that Zatar had as kind of his thing was he could expand the sand because he can expand time. That was just kind of his thing. But as he has grown with time, you kind of get it. Time keeps going, so the sand kind of went mad with that. And he ended up kind of wanting to destroy everything before. So we decided, let's just not. We'll keep him in a box. And then the box broke. It kept time going, but it kept him out of the way. No, and I think that was kind of a mistake on our part. But nobody's perfect. Eliath will speak up. That's for some. Zephyr will also speak up. You're both idiots. Anyway, it is expected of all of you to be able to handle what is coming. Eliath has put his faith in you, Magdara, to which I do not understand, as he to do so.
I say. I'm just cutting out real bad. Oh,
Oh, okay, that's fine. Eliath has put his faith in you, Magdara, and I still have not found out why. Eliath kind of stays quiet as Zephyr is directly speaking to you, Magdara.
Well, I'm probably not the strongest being you'll ever see. I'm probably not the smart. I'm definitely not the smartest.
That's
But
true.
like the old turtle himself, I'm stubborn. I don't die easy. So, if he needs me to buy time, I buy time. And that's why he can trust me.
Buying time is something that you pay to Zatir. Or Zatar.
Well,
Zephyr, Zatar.
it's no
Which
longer an option, is it?
it's not. We can't
So
buy
someone
time.
has to do it.
We can't buy time anymore. Time is quite literally running out. So, we need you to help us come up with a plan to track down this dragon. As you seem to have come here with the mistaken thought that he would be here.
We're more so following a lead who's spotted heading this general direction.
Ah, see. Second, I gotta look at my map. If he was seen headed west this direction, he might also be headed slightly south of here, towards Talos. Talos is a great place for the warring clans. The elves and the dwarves kind of go at it in a while. Menfolk get involved. It's quite entertaining, but not something that is needed in these times. So it's more of a baron than anything. Which would be a great place for Zatar to recuperate and get his bearings. For a next place to head towards, I would recommend this.
What do we do when we find him? If we find him.
That I cannot answer, as he may attempt to attack you or something of the sort. He is aware of your presence just as much as he, though he cannot reach us. The problem is, while he cannot reach us, neither we can reach him. You will act as a bridge in some sense for that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Lawan, as you are, I see you returned for a moment at the very least. As you are standing there and feel the presence of both your god and bearing entity that feels above you somehow. What the fuck?
What?
Oh, if I can. My screen being an idiot, I lost my picture for a moment because I accidentally bumped the remote.
Oh. I was like, wait, are you done explaining or is there more?
You just halfway through, the gods just go, "What the fuck?"
No, Aramis addresses you directly. You can, through his helmet, you can feel this presence of somebody that helped to create the entities that were the gods. As he speaks through this helmet, you feel a hollow voice that is similar, almost the same as the voice of Koseth, your god.
My PC just crashed.
I'm
Everybody's
sorry
having
for that.
issues.
Yeah. But he speaks to you directly and says, and says, your place is among the stars. You will help to reform the gods.
How exactly am I to help reform?
You will bring order to the places that have lost their way.
I see. And like, so when you say hollow, does it sound like his voice is like he's lost the fight to him? Or how exactly is it hollow?
When I say hollow, it's as though his voice is not physically him.
Oh, okay.
All like lack of bass.
Got you. As if it's like a ghostly apparition speaking to me of some sort. Okay.
Yeah. But you know that it is his voice, but it is not coming from a mouth per se.
I see. So I will do my best, and you'll see me grab my symbol, take it off. I'll kiss the symbol, the Cossus symbol, point it towards him, and then start to just do a little prayer of gratitude.
When you go to pray and you feel the symbol at your chest, you feel as it kind of radiates. And when you open your hands, it will no longer be the symbol, something entirely different. And it is at this point I'm giving you a little bit of homework, buddy.
Okay.
You are going to create the sigil of your god. Because because he is granting you. So that's going to be your homework.
Okay, I love it.
Makdara, you feel through this interaction as though the great beings are blessing you, not only blessing you with their presence, also confirming some of the things that needed to be figured out, where the next steps are, what direction you're supposed to head towards. Rez, you feel like a pawn. You carried a dagger to this temple and they took it away from you, man. It's broken. Shara, you feel a bit of conflict as you're also aware that the Fae are tricksy and changey, and this person is definitely the one that raised you in Feywild.
So, Zahit, can we have some time alone to discuss everything that's gone on?
Absolutely, darling. And he will take you aside. What would you like to speak about?
Who was my mother?
I see. You're wondering what the true origin of your upbringing comes from, yes?
Yes, found my father. Kind of my patronage now. It's kind of weird. I know. Told me not to, but um, and then I found her earring.
Well,
Why was I taken? And why was I
well,
kept for 500 years?
well, if you like, I might be able to track her down.
What?
I don't think I stuttered.
Dun, dun,
Insight to see if
dun.
she's lying?
Zahid, your insight. Go ahead. Go ahead.
$25.
Hang on.
Oh, it was supposed to be at advantage. Did it roll at advantage?
Uh, no, it did not. But so go ahead and roll it again.
Yeah.
See if you do even better.
Even
27.
better.
It is very clear to you that Zahid, she is not lying.
She's supposed to be dead. Found her diary in her grave. What is this?
I apologize. I was not trying to cause more issues. Though, if I were to be so bold, it seems that as though her death was extremely exaggerated.
Reports of my death have been extremely exaggerated.
1 second. My cat needs to get off the bed real quick. No! Oh, that's that.
You'll clean it up in a minute. I heard it. That was gross.
I tried to mute. Anyways. So, who am I supposed to hate? Now that... What the fuck is going on?
My entire life is hatred, and I don't know who to hate anymore.
I feel as though your hatred is misplaced in all locations of your life, darling. Your mother is alive, your father is not. I think what you should be asking is why one would try to hide your mother.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. I just want to kill Zatir now. Ever since I met this Omar fucker, I've been after this goddamn god, and I just want
I'm sorry.
it to end.
Oh, hold on. What was that name?
Omar.
Zahid will turn back to the other deities and just kind of leave you there for a moment, and kind of rush them to the side. Eliath will kind of peek up his head as they're talking, kind of. They're all kind of whispered in.
Be right back.
Hi, Gail! Anyways, they're talking in kind of hushed tones, turn to one another, and Eliath will kind of nod his head and kind of feel in kind of memory of what happened with this particular being. And then they will kind of, for a moment, look towards the pile of sand that's on the table that was where the which again, it grew from what it was. And they will kind of stand around this pile of sand, and I'm going playing Logan when this happens.
Sorry, say again. Cut out.
I'm gonna need you to do a little bit of roll.
Okay. Is Omar here?
He's about to be.
Oh gosh, it's been a while since I've done an Omar. All right.
The deities that be the four dragons stand around this pile of sand and focus their energy towards a single entity. As they focus in on this being, a form begins to come out of the sand. A body starts to shape, short, stout, covered in scars, as they're bringing this essence in from outside of the plane of existence currently and put in a breath of the soul that is or was Omar. Omar opens his eyes. Sandy though they are his. He looks around at the group that he is standing before, does not recognize any except two of them. Sees Shara and that guy that he tried to sell Shara. Delube.
Me apologies.
Yeah, you're gonna feel really bad right about now. When you mentioned Omar, the dragons convened together around a pile of sand and made a new Omar.
Oh, great.
Which you instantly recognize, and he recognized. Zatar's sands have both destroyed and reconformed Omar multiple times at this point.
Mm-hmm.
His attachment to Zatar is both infinite and finite. The mountain persists within Omar, but only as a shadow with Omar's consciousness, the true form.
Mm-hmm.
Omar looks towards your group and kind of acknowledges the growth that he sees. Aside from that, he's still just as distant as he was before. And I will allow the role play to happen. You're gonna play two parts here, bud.
Yeah. Omar just be like, What is it this time? Can't a man just die already?
Oh, isn't that what Zatar is looking for?
He's really shit at it. He's kills and kills and kills and shatters and shatters and shatters. But he keeps all the pieces so it can just be put back together again.
Much like you in this present moment.
It hurts a lot.
Magdara feeling that on a personal level. Feels personally called out. So, with what you have said, he keeps the pieces. So he's sentimental.
What I've learned, he thinks of the world as an hourglass. Turn everything to sand, eventually it'll all run out and there'll be nothing left. Problem is all the sand is still there, just on the other side.
Exactly.
Though it seems he's found a way to crack the outside shell.
That does explain what happened with the library.
Now the sand is trickling out. Now, oh, he'll like raise up his leg and like his foot's missing. Bits and pieces are slipping through the cracks into, I don't know, the void, I guess. It's like something is helping him on the outside. There's no way he could break it on his own. I don't know, it's just a theory. All I have is time to think anymore.
Your time is both important.
What'd you say, Shara?
You lost your accent, Omar.
You get disintegrated and reformed a million times over the last century and tell me how that feels.
Nah, I don't
Remember,
feel like
I'm just going to say this. Time for Omar is absolutely different than you guys.
Yes. Omar says century. Omar says century because he knows that's a long time to you. Well, relatively.
Mm-hmm. But very distinct something or someone is helping Zatar be outside and inside of this reality. Is pretty well the information that you're gathering.
Well, that seems to be what Omar has kind of put together from being. I mean, realistically, he's been close to Zatar for a long time now. Whether Zatar even knows he's still there or not.
Yeah. Eyes on the inside, but the mountain persists, though his people do not. You will also note that coming into this place, you have seen not a dwarf.
So that's where they all went.
They're gone. The dwarf people are gone. That was something that was going to be brought up if you had ever gone to Hilltown.
Hey.
But yeah, the dwarf people are gone. Wholeheartedly. When the mountain fell to Zatar, his people were wiped out, gone with the sand. Which is one of the things that expedited the spread of the sand.
Yeah. Every dwarf everywhere was a new spot for the span to grow from.
Exactly. So the ground itself, where the dwarves were, is still in the form of the mountain. It does not change the fact that it is eroding away with time and with the sand. It seems as though our spell is going to be cut short. We're losing mass as we speak. Do you have anything to say to our bold adventurers before we send them on their way?
You will see Leon raise his hand to ask one final question.
Remember your
And-
look!
Yeah, I know. So I will be like, Aramis, did Arch make it out okay?
He looks confused.
Never mind.
The fuck's an arch?
As
I go
you
to Aramis. I go to Aramis.
in fact,
So how's the races doing? Sorry, I needed a little comedy.
the one as you make comment about Arch, your mind starts to kind of reel as you think about that entity, that being that was outside of every purview. Your brain starts kind of throbbing.
Is it safe to say I'm losing my mind because I think now he was just a figment of my imagination?
Maybe slightly, because nobody else is able to even acknowledge the existence of this being.
Okay.
Not even the gods.
Yeah. That's when Leon was like, oh.
Omar will kind of dress through, because he's basically just a torso now. Anything else? We're running out of time.
We're all running out of time.
Look around to
So
the
it
group.
seems that your time has run the most short. Thank you for your candor.
The brightest candle burns half as long.
And it is with this. Rox, you're muted again.
Have fun in the sand, Omar. Your favorite place, right?
I'm not going back to the sand.
No.
I'm gonna
Omar,
find out
no.
what's out there.
Omar shall reach oblivion once again, as he has reached it before. In fact, this is not truly Omar, but more much like Zatar, a visage of Omar.
A loose connection of Omar's memories.
And it is with that the visage of Omar will crumble down into what would have been a pile of sand, but the sand literally just evaporates.
Yeah. The sand falls on the dais or whatever it's sitting on, and as it hits, it just shatters into infinitesimally tiny pieces.
and is no longer. Whatever energy would have been held in that dagger that allowed them to create that first visit, what power the current Zatar has, and that visage of the sand that was there. And it has completely evaporated that magics.
Mm-hmm.
Elias will turn towards the group in Talos and just start speaking as though you are just going to follow his. In Talos, you will find an inn known as the Sleeping Giant. There, you may find some information about the mountain and where Omar has come from. When you arrive there, mention the 5 dragons, and maybe, just maybe, someone will be able to help you.
Is there like a succinct thing? Like, there's the 5 dragons, but is there like a title that would encompass all of them? You'll get back to me on it.
Back to you on that. Just to be clear, Aramis is known as the original sin. He represents death.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the skull.
Yeah. Saphir is the creator. Eliath is the lifeblood. And the Zahit is body, and then Zatar is time. If that clarifies the roles of the 5 deities.
Mm-hmm.
What was Saphir again?
Saphir is the creator.
The creator.
Yeah. They are the original dragon, the original being that decided that life needed part of this world.
Yes.
And Zahit was which one?
The body.
Okay.
Very fanciful, art forming, love to make different creatures and stuff like that, but none of them had real life behind them.
Mm-hmm.
They were just art pieces. Artsy fartsy. Whereas Zephyr is the one that created the other 4 dragons.
I was gonna say.
And gave them their roles. That's why he is the creator.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Sorry.
Made each of the different dragons very specifically reflections of him in some way, but gave them limits on their specific abilities. But in doing so, canceled out most of his own.
Yeah, he divided himself more or less.
Yes.
Kind of like Zatar is doing to himself.
But we all know that Zatar's, in doing what he's doing, has been breaking himself.
Yes. He's been breaking himself, but refuses to actually get rid of any of the pieces.
How do I spell Zahir?
Huh?
How do I spell Zahir, the dragon's name?
Zephyr? I have to look through my
What
notes.
was the
I have it spelt literally as sapphire.
Yeah, I have it spelt as sapphire as well.
It's sapphire, but you put like an asterisk over whatever.
Asian sapphire.
Yeah,
Or Middle
Saphir.
Eastern sapphire.
But the five dragons, you have now gathered more information about the origin of your world. There is
We are
Huh?
probably theoretically like scholars of creation at this point. This is probably information that was sealed away in the library originally.
I have a question. Never mind.
Yeah.
Not asking. Nope.
no, absolutely. Please.
No, this would be just player, not character question.
That's
So.
fine. That's fine.
Would we have known anything about this if we read the scrolls that are in our inventory?
Hang on. Which scrolls are you specifically referring to?
Me and someone who is no longer in the campaign found it. It's custom scroll. It's Prophecy of Zatar 1 and 2 sealed.
Ah, yes. Yes. So Prophecy of Zatar 1, if you were to open it, and again, you're saying player knowledge, yes.
Yeah.
Prophecy 1 is the origin of when Zatar came into being. And Prophecy 2 is the prophesized end of times that Zatar created himself.
Okay.
So, Prophecy 1 was not written by Zatar. Prophecy 1 was written by... Oh, puppy. Puppy. Hi, puppy. But yeah, Prophecy 1 was not written by Zatar. It was written by Saphir. Prophecy 1 is the original the idea. Prophecy. Prophecy 2 is the idealism that is Zatar's brain, mental state being laid bare.
Okay.
It's the Book of Genesis and the Book of Revelations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you for that description, bud.
We've basically made Catholic dragons.
Basically, but worse.
Yeah. Well,
okay, in my opinion, worse.
depends on how much you like Catholics.
Hopefully, there's no child dragons.
Oh no, Makdar is technically a child dragon.
What the fuck? Pat. Anyways, with all of the information that you guys have discerned and everything that the deities of this world